That's right. Some people are finding these coins and selling them for big money. Today we're going to talk about one special coin that many people forget about, the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony $1 coin. This coin may look small and ordinary, but some of them are super rare. A few are selling for thousands of dollars, and in some cases, much more. So don't walk away, because by the end of this video, you might just run to your change jar to check if you have this treasure. This coin was made in 1979 and has a D mark, which means it came from the Denver Mint. It shows a picture of Susan B. Anthony, a famous woman who fought for women's rights. She was the first real woman to appear on a U.S. coin, which makes this coin special from the start. The coin is silver in color, but it's not made of silver. It's made of copper and nickel. It's a small coin, close in size to a quarter. That's one reason it was not very popular when it came out. People kept confusing it with a quarter and didn't like using it. Now here's where it gets interesting. Even though millions of these coins were made, only a small number are really valuable. Most are still worth just $1. You might have a few in your house right now, and they probably aren't worth much. But a few of these coins have something special about them. Maybe they were made with an error, or maybe they were kept in perfect condition. These are the coins that collectors want. These are the coins that can sell for hundreds, thousands, and in rare cases, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. One kind of valuable coin is called a mint error. That means something went wrong when the coin was made. Maybe the design was stamped off-center. Maybe the coin was printed on the wrong type of metal. Maybe the edge of the coin was clipped or the design was doubled. These kinds of mistakes are rare. And because they are rare, people will pay a lot of money to own one. Some coins with these kinds of errors have sold for over $10,000. Some even more. Another thing to look for is condition. If your 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony coin is scratched, dirty, or worn out, it's not worth much. But if it looks shiny and new, like it just came from the mint, it could be worth a lot more. Coins in this perfect shape are called mint state coins. A high-grade mint state coin can be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. Some of the best ones have sold at auctions for tens of thousands. There are even reports of one-of-a-kind coins that might be worth up to $100,000 or more. These are very rare, but they do exist. So how do you check your coin? First, look at the front. You'll see Susan B. Anthony's face. Above her shoulder, you'll see a small letter D. That means your coin is from the Denver Mint. Now flip the coin over. On the back, you'll see an eagle landing on the moon. This design came from the Apollo 11 mission. It's a strong symbol of American history. Now check the date. It should say 1979. If all of that matches, you might have the right coin. Next, look closely at the coin. Use a magnifying glass if you have one. Does the design look off? Is anything missing or strange? Look at the edges. Are they smooth or sharp? Does the coin look shiny and perfect, or is it worn out? If your coin looks very clean and has no damage, that's a good sign. If you see something strange, like a doubled image or a clipped edge, that might be an error coin. Don't clean your coin. Cleaning it can make it worth less. Just handle it gently and keep it in a safe place. If you think you have a rare coin, you can take it to a coin shop. Or you can send it to a coin grading company. They will look at your coin, grade it, and tell you how much it might be worth. They'll also seal it in a clear plastic case to keep it safe. This is called getting it certified. A certified coin is trusted by collectors and can sell for more money. Even if your coin isn't one of the rare ones, it's still fun to look. Coin collecting is like a treasure hunt. You never know what you might find. And who knows? Maybe you have more coins like this in your house. You can check old jars, drawers, or ask your family. People often forget about coins like this, and they might give them to you for free. Remember, the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar is not always valuable. But the rare ones are. And that's what makes it exciting. Most people never look closely at their coins. But now you know what to look for. You know the signs of a rare and valuable coin. And you know how much some of them are worth, hundreds, thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. Some collectors are even willing to pay more than $90,000 for the best and rarest versions. That's life-changing money for a coin that many people would just spend at the store. So don't ignore your coins. Look through them. Take your time. You might find something amazing. And even if you don't, you've learned something new. You've started a hobby that many people enjoy all over the world. Coin collecting is about more than money. It's about history, stories, and discovery. You'll learn about the people on the coins, the times they lived in, and the mistakes that make some coins valuable. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more videos about rare and valuable coins. And leave a comment below if you have a 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar. Tell us what it looks like. Maybe someone in the comments can help you figure out if it's rare. Most people would think, oh, cool. A dollar. But what if I told you that this simple coin could actually be worth $76,000, $99,000, or even $130,000 in some rare cases? Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. And today, I'm going to tell you why you should look a little closer at that 2006 Sacagawea dollar before spending it or tossing it aside. Stick with me to the end of this video, because by the time we're done, you'll know exactly what to look for, and who knows, you might just be holding a small fortune without even knowing it. Let's start with a little background. The Sacagawea dollar was first released in the year 2000. It was created to replace the older Susan B. Anthony dollar, which people often confused with quarters. The Sacagawea dollar was different. It had a golden color, a smooth edge, and a beautiful design. On the front, called the obverse, it shows Sacagawea, a Native American woman who helped guide Lewis and Clark on their journey. She's holding her baby on her back. The back of the coin, called the reverse, shows a bald eagle in flight. This design stayed the same until 2009, when the reverse design began to change every year to show different Native American themes. Now, in 2006, the U.S. Mint made Sacagawea dollars at two locations, Philadelphia and Denver. The 2006 P version was made in Philadelphia. Almost 5 million of these coins were made at that mint alone. That sounds like a lot, and it is. So you might be wondering, if there are millions of these coins, why would one be worth tens of thousands or even over $100,000? The answer lies in something called mint errors. Sometimes, during the coin-making process, mistakes happen. These mistakes are called errors, and when they are rare or unusual enough, they can make a coin extremely valuable. For example, a coin might be struck on the wrong type of metal, or it might have part of another coin's design by accident. Sometimes, the machines used to make the coin might stamp it twice, or the dies, the metal stamps with the coin design, might not line up right. These are just a few kinds of errors. Some are common and only raise the value a little. But some are so rare that collectors are willing to pay a small fortune to get them. There have already been famous Sacagawea error coins found in the past. One of the most well-known is the 2000 P. Sacagawea mule coin. A mule coin is one that was made using the front of one coin and the back of a different coin. In this case, the front was a Washington quarter, and the back was a Sacagawea dollar. Only a few were ever found, and one of them sold for over $100,000. That shows you just how valuable these errors can be. Now back to the 2006 P. Sacagawea. Most of these coins are normal and only worth around $1 to $5, maybe $10 if it's in really perfect shape. But here's where it gets exciting. Even though the 2006 P coin is not known for having many famous errors yet, there could still be some out there that haven't been discovered. It's possible that someone, maybe even you, has a 2006 P coin with a unique error that no one has seen before. If that's the case, and the error is confirmed by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, your coin could suddenly jump from being worth $1 to being worth tens of thousands of dollars or even more. So what should you look for if you have a 2006 P Sacagawea Dollar? First, check the front and back carefully. Is the design clear, or does something look off? Look for double lines, weird shapes, or missing parts. Check the edge of the coin. In 2006, Sacagawea coins were made with a plain edge, so if you see any writing or odd marks there, that's a sign something's wrong, or maybe very right. Weigh the coin if you can. A normal one weighs about 7.1 grams. If your coin is much heavier or lighter, it might have been made on the wrong blank. That could be worth serious money. Also look for any strange colors, because coins made on the wrong type of metal can be more valuable. One important tip: don't clean the coin. Ever. Cleaning it can damage it and lower its value. Leave it exactly how it is. If you think you found a coin with an error, take clear photos and consider sending it to be graded by a trusted grading company. They'll check it, tell you exactly what you have, and give it a grade that helps collectors know its quality. A coin with a high grade and a rare error can go for big money at auction. Some auctions have seen Sacagawea error coins go for $50,000, $75,000, even over $100,000. And the best part? Most of these coins were just sitting in someone's change jar before they were discovered. Now, before we wrap this up, I want to be honest with you. Most 2006 P Sacagawea dollars will not be worth $130,000. They're common, and unless there's a serious error, they won't be worth much more than face value. But the rare ones do exist, and new discoveries are still being made. You never know when one will show up. That's what makes this exciting. You could be the one to find a rare, valuable coin that no one else has seen before. That's why it's worth checking. So, next time you get change at the store or go through an old coin collection, don't skip past those golden dollar coins. Take a good look, especially if it's a 2006 P Sacagawea. That simple coin might be worth more than your car or even your house. Imagine selling a coin you thought was worth $1 for $99,000 or even $130,000. That would change your life, right? Thanks for watching and learning with me. If you found this helpful or exciting, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe for more coin tips and rare finds. Drop a comment below if you think you have a 2006 P with something weird going on. I'd love to hear your stories. Keep your eyes open, your hands steady, and your coins clean. That treasure you're hunting for. It might already be in your pocket. It says 1776 to 1976 instead of just 1 year, and there's a drummer boy on the back. Your heart starts racing. Could this be that coin, the rare Bicentennial Quarter that's rumored to be worth over $120,000, $133,000, or even $168,000? It sounds unbelievable, right? But stories like these have made collectors all over the world start checking their spare change again. The truth behind these coins is exciting, full of history, mystery, and a bit of treasure hunt magic. Back in 1976, the United States was celebrating its 200th birthday, the bicentennial of American independence. To mark the occasion, the U.S. Mint decided to create special designs for a few coins: the quarter, half dollar, and dollar. The quarter got one of the most iconic looks in U.S. coin history, the colonial drummer boy design. Instead of a normal date, these coins read 1776 to 1976, to honor both the year of independence and the 200th anniversary. They were minted in huge numbers. Over 1.6 billion of them were made at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, so they're not exactly rare on their own. Most of the ones you find in your pocket are only worth face value 25 cents. But, like many things in coin collecting, there's a twist. Some of these coins were struck with errors or special materials that can make them extremely valuable. The regular coins were made from copper and nickel, but a limited number were made with 40% silver at the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S. These silver versions were usually sold in special collector sets, but a few have escaped into circulation. The silver quarters are already more valuable than regular ones because of their metal content, and in perfect condition, they can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Now, here's where things start getting really exciting. Some bicentennial quarters have minting errors or unusual features that make them incredibly rare. One kind of rare error is called a double die. This happens when the die that stamps the coin shifts slightly, causing the letters or numbers to appear doubled. If you look closely at Liberty, In God We Trust, or 1776 to 1976, and see a shadow or double line, that could be a double die. Some collectors have paid thousands of dollars for those coins. One sold for over $8,000 in mint condition. Another rare type is an off-center strike, where the image is not properly centered, leaving part of the design missing. The more off-center it is, the rarer and more valuable it becomes. A few of these have sold for several $1,000s too. Then there's the holy grail of coin errors, the wrong planchet mistake. This happens when a coin is struck on a blank meant for another coin, like a dime or a foreign coin. Imagine a bicentennial design but on a smaller, lighter silver disc meant for a dime. That's the kind of thing collectors go crazy for. These rare errors are where people start throwing around numbers like $120,000 or $168,000. While most sales don't actually reach that high, a unique coin with this type of mistake could in theory hit six figures if the right buyer comes along. Of course, many videos and websites talk about bicentennial quarters worth millions, and while that's fun to imagine, there isn't any solid proof that one has sold for that kind of money yet. A lot of the huge price claims you see online are exaggerated or based on estimates of what a perfect, one-of-a-kind coin might sell for someday. Still, the excitement is real because new varieties and minting mistakes are discovered all the time. You never know when the next big find will show up in someone's change jar. If you want to check your bicentennial quarters, start by looking at the mint mark. You'll find it near Washington's hair ribbon on the front of the coin. If it has a D, it was made in Denver. No letter means it came from Philadelphia. An S means San Francisco, and those are often silver or proof coins. Weighing the coin can also help. A regular clad quarter weighs about 5.67 grams, while the silver version weighs around 5.75 grams. It's a small difference, but it matters. Next, grab a magnifying glass and look closely at the text and details for doubling, off-center designs, or anything that looks odd. If something looks unusual, don't clean the coin. Cleaning can destroy its collector value. Instead, keep it safe in a holder and get it checked by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Even if your coin isn't worth a fortune, it's still a fun and meaningful piece of American history. Millions of families saved these quarters back in the 1970s because they felt special. They represented freedom, pride, and 2 centuries of the American story. Holding one is like holding a small piece of the nation's 200th birthday celebration. And who knows, among those millions, there are always a few hidden gems that could turn out to be incredibly rare. Collectors today are especially interested in pristine examples, coins that look as if they just left the mint. A perfectly graded silver bicentennial quarter could fetch thousands, and if it also has a major mint error, the sky's the limit. Realistically, though, the vast majority of bicentennial quarters are common, but that doesn't take away from their charm or the thrill of checking every coin you come across. It's the same thrill that drives metal detector hobbyists, treasure hunters, and collectors of all kinds, the hope that one day, you'll stumble upon something truly extraordinary. So, when you make your video or short, imagine how your viewers will feel. Start with the excitement, that moment when someone finds a coin that could be worth more than a car or even a house. Tell them how it all began, why these coins were made, and then reveal that secret. Most are ordinary, but a few are worth a fortune because of rare minting mistakes. Keep your words simple, show examples if you can, and guide them step by step on how to check their own coins. Let your tone build that sense of adventure, because this isn't just about money, it's about the chance to uncover history right in your hands. In the end, whether your Bicentennial Quarter is worth 25 cents or $168,000, it carries a story that connects to the celebration of America's freedom and creativity. And that story alone makes it worth holding on to. So next time you see that drummer boy shining back at you, take a closer look. You might just be holding a small piece of American treasure, waiting to reveal its secret.